Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday SitRep. We have a lot to get to, but let's start off by heading into the design room and taking a look at what Brickmania was up to this week. All right, so first stop on our check-ins is going to be with Dan here because we are taking a look at the Locomotive along with the Caboose and then the Easy 8, which make up our railway pre-orders we have going on. So this Locomotive is absolutely massive, Dan.
Right, this is a New York Central Mohawk, a mountain-type locomotive. Glenn Holland designed it. I'm getting it ready to become a kit, so making it kit-worthy, getting it all fitted out. We made some 3D, all these connection rods on here, all the linkages, all 3D printed. Put some brick stuff lights in it. So we're still developing this. I believe it's going to come with the brick stuff. It comes with custom motors. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah,
it uses
right.
2 Lego motors, but the power pack is all custom. It's kind of a hybrid of custom and power functions. We have the custom BMR KD knuckle couplers on this thing. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's going to be one of the biggest, most complicated kits. Definitely not a beginner level. So if you've never done Lego trains, never done some of the more expert level builds, this is probably not the kit for you. I mean, besides it being very large and very expensive, it's very complex, lots of moving parts. You have the 4 main drivers. The cool thing about this is there's a lot of third-party products in here.
It's a real collaboration between a lot of custom Lego.
Yeah. So you have custom train elements, custom. We're using batteries that were designed for RC cars. So it's basically all custom stuff. It's cool. This is fun project to work on, but definitely expert level.
Yeah, a really intense collaboration. You can even just kind of tell by the composition, especially the front of this locomotive, that there is a lot of different techniques going on here. Yeah. So heed that warning, Brickmaniacs, but also, this one is definitely for the train heads.
Right, and you're not seeing any printed parts. This will have printing on it. All the cab numbers, the New York Central on the tender here, all have printing on them. The cab is fully detailed, having 2 figures. We're just still in the pre-production stage. So this is going into pre-orders now. We've actually started building the kits, but we're not at the point where we have a complete one. This is the prototype still. So fitting it out. This is the first time we've had lights on it today. I just lit it up just a little while ago. We ran it around the loop just to make sure it all worked. And, of course it did. And here it's back into my design cubicle to. Its finishing touches on it.
Yeah, and it looks absolutely excellent. Like you said, this is the prototype model. Now, we also have a Caboose, a New York Central Caboose out as well.
Right, designed by Cale Liebhardt. So, forgive me, Cale, if I said that wrong. But it is a top level. It is basically the equivalent of the locomotive here, but in a caboose form. So you have your locomotive, you'll have to have your caboose to go with it. Also New York Central, time period appropriate. So this is a 1930s vintage locomotive, perfect for World War II. If you're making like a home front sort of mock, or just you're into model railroad, this is the classic, the golden age of the steam locomotives before they started getting replaced by the diesels. Okay, well, and you've got a pretty cool contribution as well. We now have a 1/48 scale Easy 8 that we can put on the flat train car. It's been on hold since the last train. 2 years ago, we put out the S160, and we put out the M4A1 Sherman. And I made 2 models back then. I made the Easy 8, so we dusted it off, pulled it out of cold storage, and said, hey, let's put this kit out. People have been asking for it for years. We teased it a long time ago, never released it. So that's going to be coming out as well. Mary did the final brushing up on it. I trust it's going to be awesome. Yeah, very, very cool. So 3 brand new pre-orders, all having to do with the BKM Railroad. Right, that should also be pointed out that the next cycle of restocks, we will have the flat car.
Yes.
So that's where the idea of the new Easy 8's coming in. It will have a flat car. If you missed the USATC flat car previously, you'll get a chance to get one now. Minor upgrade. It'll have printed parts on it rather than stickers. But
in the new couplers.
Right. The couplers, the couplers on it, they'll be magnetic couplers.
Magnetic, yeah, right.
If you wanted to upgrade them to the knuckle couplers, you can. We do sell those couplers. That information on which couplers you need to do is available. Brick Model Railroad, BMR, has all the conversion information, how to do that on the website as well. So.
Oh, very, very cool. An excellent lineup of pre-orders having to do with Brickmania Railroad, but it is also still Great War Month. So let's head over now and check in with Landon, see what we have for Great War bricks. Okay, next stop is Landon's desk because we have a brand new minifigure along with 2 new perfect calibers, the bayoneted versions of previously existing ones. So what are we looking at here, Lando?
Start with the French guy, World War I French infantry, and that's with the kind of a rifleman pouches there as well. And then we have that really awesome printed lapel rifle, brass bayonet on there, and that's, if my memory serves me correctly, that bayonet is more of a it's almost like a spear. It's like a tube with a sharpened point. It's not as much of a knife.
Okay.
If my memory serves me correctly, and then just printed details around the rest of the rifle. So that turned out nice. Minifigure, I have a updated texture for that wool greatcoat. It's sort of like a blend of different color thread. So I'm trying to capture that look to it. And then with the Adrian helmet, we have a bit of texture printing going on with the, it's like a bomb that has a lit wick on top of it. So, yeah, it's a similar artwork on the front from previous figures. I have some updated artwork on the back. Yeah, your canteen, mess kit. Yeah, just a nice standard rifleman loadout here on the French guy.
Yeah, so it's kind of a nice little army builder fig to go along with some of the Great War brick stuff that we've had coming out. So moving on over here, this is actually the British infantry version 2, which came out last week. But this is the new SMLE with a bayonet perfect caliber, correct?
Yes. Again, we're trying to capture that wood grain detail. Got some nice metal details on the bayonet and on the butt of the rifle. Wood grain throughout. Really takes this SMLE to the sort of next level with the details here. Goes perfectly with this British infantry, World War I.
Beautiful. There you have it. Some awesome perfect caliber accompaniments to some great figs. Landon, thanks for checking in. Okay, it's been a few weeks, but we're finally checking back in with Mary Wilson again, and that's because you've been helping with the BKM Railroad situation. How has that been?
Honestly, it's been a lot. It's been really fun though, and it's really cool to see those come together. But I am happy to be designing my own kits.
Yeah, I can bet, because those trains are, well, there's something else. Their size alone is absolutely incredible. But here we are back into Great War bricks. What are we looking at here, Mary?
Yeah, so this is an Italian field gun from World War I, and actually used into World War II. It's a cute little guy. Yeah. Just like the one kind of like notable feature of this was that the cannon, or the barrel, and the cradle actually move separately. So this is posable when this is stationary, which is something kind of unique about this field gun.
Very, very cool. An excellent little model and a wonderful addition to the Great War bricks lineup. Mary, thanks for checking in.
Of course.
Okay, so along with these awesome pre-orders that we have out for the BKM Railroad, obviously we have some of the new releases that you saw for Great War bricks as well. We also have Mystery Crate number 4, which is the Colonel level. So there's only one more to come after this, and that will be the top tier one, which I think we're doing a very, very limited run of.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the numbers have only been gradually getting smaller as we've gotten bigger for them to be more exclusive. So pay attention to that. Those mystery crates won't last forever, but they are online now, so take advantage. Other than that, we heard a little bit about all this kind of cool stuff. I like this new Easy 8 Sherman and this 140A scale with the Brickmania Railroad collection. You'll see it sitting on the flat car. That's coming back on Monday as a restock pre-order. So you can, if you're getting in on the new Easy 8 that Dan designed, you will also have a chance to pick up the flat car so that you're able to display that. Cool little design here. Got a bunch of printed elements on it because of the wheels and then the stars on the side, etc. So a fun little build, and nice to go with the, if you were any of the people who collected the M4 Sherman that previously went on this flat car, now you've got an Easy 8 to go along with that, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. We have a big setup in the office. There's like half a dozen of these flatbeds just rolling around. It's buttery smooth, very nice, very nice.
It's a cool thing. We're excited to see the continued expansion of railroad supplies, etc. As we talked about with Landon, we've got the 2 new perfect calibers along with the minifig is just one of the new releases for Great War bricks. Should mention too, remember these items that are shipping right now, kind of like this Italian field gun designed by Mary Wilson. Any of the restocks or new releases that are shipping right now, check out those important dates that are on our blog and then also at the bottom of our website so that you can make sure that your service provider is getting you your stuff when you want it to arrive, or at least you can have some sort of advanced knowledge as to when that stuff may be arriving at your house, because everyone wants to get their stuff in time for the holidays, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it. So together we can make that easy. Remember too, if you're holding on for that 2021 lineup coming in January, etc. As we move through there, pick up those gift cards, because then you can have some stuff in the bank ready to roll into 2021. Especially around the gift giving season when people are feeling extra generous.
Exactly.
Gotta take advantage
If you're
of it.
not sure what to get, or if someone wants to get you a present but they're not sure what you want, a gift card is one of the best options for that.
Couldn't agree more. I think that is everything we have to mention when it comes to that. We'll have Black Friday deals starting next Wednesday, so stay tuned for a video that'll come about midweek for that excitement. But finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. Our mock contest winner. So as you guys know, on November 11th, our Fall of the Berlin Wall mock contest came to a close, and then we fired up our Vietnam War mock contest, which will end on June 1st, 2021. The Vietnam lineup is coming in January, so that's when you'll be able to get all your awesome stuff, including some figures, etc., to be able to do your building with. But that mock contest has started now. The other one has ended, and we have a winner to announce, and it is Thomas G. from Switzerland, believe it or not.
Congratulations.
Yes, that is an excellent build featuring a Brickmania chieftain. And just a really cool display about the Berlin Wall coming down. So congratulations, thank you so much for participating. Remember, we will have a runner-up and some micro mentions as well. So check those emails if you participated. Landon's kind of said it before, just over 130 submissions for this one. Your odds are pretty good.
Yeah, your odds are very good for these contests. These aren't like giant, like official Lego contests. These are smaller Brickmania contests, and with a smaller entry pool like that, your chances are very good actually. Put the time in, build a really cool display. Your work will speak for itself, and you'll have a good chance.
Even if you're just a micro mention, who doesn't like getting free Brickmania stuff sent to them in the mail?
Right on.
I mean, come on. That's awesome. That's why you do it. That's why you build, and all it is just by building to the themes that are selected, which there's no real order to. It's just kind of whatever we feel like, and it's fun. So
there we go.
Yeah, it's been a successful 2020, I think, for the revival of the Brickmania mock contest.
Yeah.
Twice a year seems like a pretty good amount of chunk of time for people to build.
Yeah.
We'll
It's always
keep
fun
that
seeing
formula.
these contest submissions. So thank you for everyone who participated. I guess absolutely looking forward to seeing future entries for this next contest. So.
Remember, more details for mock contests, Brickmania mock contests, are available on our blog. All the submission guidelines, what you have to include with it, etc. Make sure you go check that out. It's just pinned right at the top of the page. In another note regarding World War Brick 2021, we are going to postpone that now until 2022 for fairly obvious reasons.
Sure, yeah.
Probably not the time to be encouraging international and or national travel in
Right.
general. And we want to make it everything it can be when it does finally return, so we don't want to have it come back under any stipulations. We do have some information for people who already have weekend passes or are interested, maybe even since 2020 now, etc. as it rolls over. So more details there on the website and on the blog. Just check those out, and we'll get that whole thing wrapped up, and then hopefully can start looking forward to 2022. Well, I think that's all we have to cover for this Friday Sit Rep. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you on Monday.